entitled, It's All About the Dress. There it is. It is a very plush and expensive dress ordered by a very wealthy woman. We'd like you to please exercise your imaginations and turn our bare stage set into a very upscale sitting room in a very old and stately mansion. The play makes extensive use of flashbacks. When the detective questions her suspects, instead of pouring out a stream of wordy facts, they will act out their background stories through flashbacks. You will hear that sound when the flashback begins and when it ends. You'll hear it a number of times. So, now, we will get on with the show.
I really love this dress.
So it's
so beautiful.
So it's so not yours.
It should be.
What's that supposed to be?
It'd look better on me than it would on Sharon. It'd fit me like a dream. It really should be mine.
Well, Sharon paid over $5,000 to have it made for her, not you.
I want to wear it.
Don't touch it, you'll get in trouble.
I don't mean now. I mean tomorrow.
Oh, you really are crazy.
Don't you see? If I wear it tomorrow, then I'll be the bride.
A dress doesn't make you a bride.
Of course it does.
No, for starters, you have to have a groom. Dan asked Sharon to marry him, not you.
That is a technicality.
A sort of a major one.
I've got to wear it. I've got to at least put it on again.
What do you mean, put it on again?
When Sharon was having it made, she sometimes sent me as a stand-in for the dress fittings. That's why it looks better on me than it does on her.
Oh, I always knew she was a lazy bitch.
And that's why I just got to wear it. It feels more like mine than hers.
Steal a wedding, steal a dress.
What?
I was just musing.
You don't like Sharon, do you?
Now that you mention it, I don't. All she cares about is what she and her money can buy. In this case, she bought Dan a groom.
You used to go with Dan, didn't you?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Do you really want this dress?
Well, sure.
Okay, I've got a plan.
All right.
Dum dum da dum. Oh, dum dum da dum. Oh. Dan, would you come in here a moment?
What? Sweetie, not right now, please.
Dan, come in here. I want to show you my dress.
I'll see it on you tomorrow. Besides, I'm not supposed to see the bride before the ceremony.
That is a silly superstition. Now come in here. I'm absolutely dying to show you my dress.
It's not silly, it's steeped in tradition. You don't want bad luck to ruin our wedding before it begins, so I'll look at the dress, but not at you.
Stop acting stupid. You'll break something. You might hurt my dress.
Superstition doesn't say I can't touch you,
Oh, Dan. Oh,
just that
Dan.
I can't see you.
Oh, Dan. Oh, you can. Enough. Now, you're going to ruin everything. Take that silly thing off and look at my dress. Oh.
If you insist, love of my life.
I do.
Wow. So this is what's been keeping you from me. When you wear this dress, you will personify the perfect bride. Too bad we can't have more than one wedding.
What do you mean?
Well, then you could dazzle and shine repeatedly. That dress deserves to be seen many times over.
But I only want to marry you once.
Yes, yes, of course. But what if we could have the ceremony here tomorrow, and then another, say, in New York? We could travel around the world getting married and married and married. That dress deserves to be seen again and again and again.
Oh, Jan, do you really think it's beautiful as all that?
Yes, of course. Just as beautiful as you.
Oh, you always know just the right thing to say.
That's because it's my job to know how to please you.
Job? You see this as a job?
No, no, of course not. It's my joy. I meant joy to please you.
Of course. That's because I love you, and tomorrow we'll be married. And then you'll be all mine.
And I will be allowed to leave the house?
Now, stop teasing. You know, I can be a dangerous woman when roused.
That's why I find you so exciting.
Now, tell me, what were you doing in the other room that was so important when I called you?
Sorting out the usher's gifts. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of that kind of inconsequential stuff.
Oh, Jan, you're upset because I planned this great big wedding and all the money I'm spending and my beautiful dress.
We've had this talk. Spend your money any way that makes you happy. When you're happy, I'm happy. My whole goal is to keep you happy.
Oh, yes. It's just that I have so much more than you do.
Silly girl. Remember you promised after we got married it would be share and share alike?
Yes, of course. It's just that I'm so hoping tomorrow will be perfect.
I think we shouldn't see each other again before the wedding.
Oh, well, we are both a bit tense. But I just had to have you come out here and see my dress. Oh, I couldn't get married in any other dress. I just couldn't.
Yes,
Dan.
dear.
I just couldn't.
Yes, dear.
This is the way we fold the dress. Fold the dress. Fold the dress. This is the way we fold the dress. The day before the wedding! Yay!
Oh, if Sharon could only see it. Yeah. Why are you shushing me? You're laughing just as loud. You're making just as much noise.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to. Looks like it's trouble in paradise for those two.
Okay, follow me.
I'm following
It's right
you.
here.
I'm trying to do
Someone's
that.
coming. I think you just,
Yeah, okay, well,
it's in here somewhere.
all right.
She said it would be in here.
Maybe you have the wrong room.
I thought I got it right. Grandfather's mansion is so confusing. So many rooms. I know that's why she chose it for the wedding. So she could walk down that grand old staircase.
It's so old, you'll probably squeak at every step. That I'd like to see.
Sharon's too sly for that. She had the whole staircase reinforced. What I'd like to see is her sliding down the banister like we did when we were kids.
Dan would probably like that. He's not a stuffed shark.
What she'd really like is for him to come riding in on a white stallion and whisk her away. Why else do you think she bought that fairy tale dress?
Jan, didn't your third husband do something like that?
A moped is not the same as a horse. Why do you think that marriage only lasted 2 months?
So here we are at number 5.
Aren't you happy with me, Ben? You know I was just testing the waters with those other 4 till I could find the ideal husband.
Are you sure you wouldn't have preferred Dan?
That was just a lark. Fun while it lasted. Dan likes variety too much. He's only sticking with Sharon for the money. But let's get back to what's important. You and me. You know you're the only guy for me.
I am flattered.
You know very well that if you had been number 1, there wouldn't have been any others.
Are you sure you didn't tell that to numbers 2, 3, and 4 also?
Let's go find one of those secret passages in Grandfather's old mansion. We can while away some time. Alone! I think there's one in the blue room.
Did you hear that? Secret passages. That's even better than my original plan. Do you think we can find one?
Sure. I knew a bunch of them when I was a kid. There's even one through the dressing room here, and it leads to the playroom. Come on.
So, I don't know, do you know where this dress is supposed to be? I have no idea. It's just,
I have no idea. Where is it? You know where it is? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I've been looking
I don't know why I agreed to be in her wedding. The bridesmaids' dresses are so plain.
Well, you know Sharon. She always has to be the star.
And she wants that mega dress of hers to shine, shine, shine.
Oh, Lena, I should have known better.
Oh, Lisa, just chill. You're going to get an amazing bridesmaid's gift. And all the amenities have been super.
And the dresses may be plain, but look on the bright side. They're not hideous.
Well, the good thing is we can wear them again. I wouldn't mind going out to dinner in mine with the right guy.
As if you're ever going to find the right guy, Anne.
Well, at least one my mother would like.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought she directed us here to see the dress. Oh, wait. Put that in capital letters. The dress.
Yeah, where is it? Should we tell her it's missing?
No, Jean, we must be in the wrong room.
Hey, what if it really was missing? Wouldn't she be upset?
Probably more upset than if Dan were missing.
Oh, let's forget about Her Highness and that hoity-toity dress. Come on, let's get a drink.
How about champagne?
Yeah, let's go for that.
Well, what did you think?
Well,
My dress. Where is my dress?
yes, I was wondering.
My dress! Where is my dress?
My thoughts exactly.
Somebody has stolen my dress. Oh no, call the National Guard. Call the Marines. Call the police. Oh, my dress, my beautiful, beautiful dress. Oh, Dan! Dan, my dress, oh, Dan!
Why would anyone want to steal a wedding dress? Why would anyone want a wedding dress? Won't people find anything to fuss about?
45 minutes later.
Sergeant, why are we here? For a missing dress? Homicide is so slow that they call us for a missing dress? Why did I give up smoking last week? This is not a good week. I need a cigarette. Okay.
Officer! Officer! Someone has stolen my dress. It was right there. A big, beautiful wedding dress. Not easy to move. Oh, they might have hurt it. Or ruined it. Oh, my dress. Oh.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Who saw this dress?
Well, I did, of course, and my fiancé Tan, of course, and my maid of honor, and my bridesmaids. Oh, I wanted everyone to see it. It's the most beautiful dress in the universe.
Sergeant, you get that?
Yes, sir. In a hearse?
Okay, they saw it here today. Who else?
Well, I sent Aunt Ruthie in, but of course it was gone by the time she was here.
Sergeant, you get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, never mind. Let's just get everyone in here.
Now?
No, next week. Of course now. Gather everyone in, please.
Come on. Oh, for heaven's sake. These people. She's so rude. Rude. God, this is too much for me.
Attention, everyone. Quiet.
Okay, I want to get started. Everybody, quiet. First of all, I want to establish that this dress was seen by everybody, correct?
No, I did not see the dress.
Quiet!
Okay, has anyone seen the dress?
No. But I sent you all in here to see it.
Okay. Okay, so we'll be able to establish the time that the dress went missing. Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Dad is dead! He's been shot!
Finally, a sensible reason for being here. And what is your name?
Anna!
And where's the deceased?
In the playroom!
Sergeant, let's follow this woman to where the body is.
Yes, sir.
And nobody move.
20 minutes later.
All right, I want to question you all individually. Sergeant, have everyone go into the other sitting room, please.
Yes, sir. Everybody at the other sitting room. Let's go. Let's go.
You stay. You stay. What's your name, please?
Ann Andrews.
And why are you here?
I have every right to be here. I'm a bridesmaid.
Okay, Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. The bride was made.
Did you know the deceased?
A disease? Who has a disease?
No, not a disease. The deceased. The groom. Did you know him?
Oh yes, I knew him. And in fact, no one knows just how well I knew him. Well, you see, my friends kept teasing me about finding a man. Well, I had a man, and it was Dan. The only man I ever wanted. And you see, I remember the last... Oh, Dan! I just love being with you. Anytime, anywhere. But why do we always have to be together at my place? Why don't we ever go out?
Because I don't want anyone to know about you. And you're too special to share with the world.
Oh, well, I don't want to share you either.
See, we're living in our own little dream for two. You're my on-the-side girl.
On the side, girl? I don't understand.
Apart. My girl, apart from the hubbub of real life. You're my domestic goddess. I adore the little domestic things you do, like refilling the salt shaker and folding the napkins and ordering pizza. I love the way you order pizza. It's pure poetry.
Ordering pizza?
No pizza has ever tasted as good as the ones you order.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just order the pizza. Remember, no anchovies.
Oh, Dan, you're everything to me.
Anne, and you're so special to me too, but I'm afraid I can't see you tomorrow.
Well, I thought we were going to play Parcheesi and then binge watch The Love Boat.
It's my mother. She hurt her back and needs me. I'll call soon.
Well, he never called, and I was so, I could have poisoned him. Oh, but you see, Detective, the thing is, he said he had to be at home a lot after that, and so we just drifted away from each other. Well, he was the love of my life. And after he left, I was just so lost. And anyway, if I were to kill him, I'd do it with poison and not a gun. Oh, but I would never kill him. Well, and besides, I was on the phone with my mother when the murder took place.
Uh-huh. Did you get that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
So you were hurt and angry with him.
Well, just like all the rest.
All the rest?
Well, you see, Detective, I know that Dan has been seeing all the women who are taking part in this wedding, at least at one time or another. Well, maybe not Aunt Ruthie.
Sergeant, you get that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all for now. Please send in the next set of guests as you go out.
Okay. No, I'm going in next. I want to get this over with.
And you are?
Elisa Hamilton. I'm a bridesmaid, and I've known Sharon for years and years, and I've never laid eyes on that stupid dress.
That's very interesting. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
But as long as you know that this is no longer about the dress, there's been a terrible murder.
Yes, of course. What does that have to do with me?
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me. I understand that you and the deceased were once very close.
Ooh, don't call him that. That's disgusting.
Sergeant, you get that?
Yes, sir. She's disgusting. Oh,
okay, now you tell me about you and the groom.
Well, it was the most marvelous and frustrating and wonderful and infuriating time I ever spent. Yes, you were right again. That Subway sandwich was delicious. And I did so enjoy watching the sun come down as the tide came in. Even if I was wearing a Chanel cocktail dress.
We were drinking cocktails.
Out of boxes.
Wasn't it romantic?
Oh, yes, that it was. But you always tell me you're going to take me to the amazing places, and the first time you took me to dinner, we ate at a taco truck. We watched a puppet show in the park. Oh, I'm not used to a date like that.
It was the best taco truck in town. And the kids putting on that show were having such a good time. I never saw you laugh so much.
Yes, but you always tell me you're going to take me to the best places, and I get all dressed up, and I'm always disappointed.
But I do take you to the best places. Museums, libraries, nature trails. And you always seem to enjoy yourself. Or are you just pretending?
No, I'm not pretending. It's fun. Sure is different. But, you know, how do I know you really, really care if you never spend any money on me?
So my time is valueless?
I didn't say that. I only mean you've never given me the choice of where to go.
Ah, the liberated woman wants a choice.
What?
If you want to choose, do you want to pay?
I only said that if you really cared...
Darling, call me the next time you want to take me out to some fancy restaurant or exotic entertainment. I'll dress in my best.
Oh, he was so infuriating. I'd like to take him to one of his stupid museums and hang him. Yes, right next to one of his stupid paintings. Hang him! But I'd never kill him with a gun. Way too messy. And of course, I couldn't call him after that.
Did you hold a grudge? He humiliated you.
What difference does it make now? He's dead. And besides, I was in the library checking out the fashions for next season.
I'm sure you were. Sergeant, you get that.
Yes, sir. Passions have a reason.
Okay, next.
No,
No,
and no. We will not go in separately.
And who are you ladies?
We're Jean and Lena Morgan. I'm Jean.
And I'm Lena. We're twins.
Really?
Really? And we were together when the murder took place.
In the garden, admiring the flower beds.
Okay, did you get that, Sarge?
Yes, sir. They were in bed.
And how well did you know the deceased?
Oh, very well indeed.
We used to go out with him.
What do you mean, we?
We,
The three of us together.
a threesome. We went everywhere together.
We had the best of times. We would stroll down the street with one glorious cape draped over the three of us.
Right down sidewalks, into supermarkets, down theater aisles and hotel lobbies. We would just stroll along like we owned the town.
And we would ride a tandem bicycle for three, with Dan always in the middle. And then dancing.
Oh, the three of us together on the dance floor. Just picture it.
We would take over the room.
All of our threesome activities were quite exhilarating.
We thought we'd finally found the perfect partner.
He would be able to accompany us forever.
But he proved to be a big disappointment.
Seems like he was like all the rest. He let us down.
I guess we wore him out, poor Dan.
Seems we were just too much fun for him.
Alas, he kept slowing down.
So we moved on.
No hard feelings, though.
No, none.
Oh, we're sorry he couldn't keep up. He was weak. He would have died of exhaustion.
Yes, that's how we would have killed him. But of course, we're sorry he's dead.
He would have made such a handsome groom.
Oh, dreamy.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. Handsome broom.
You know, that'll be all, ladies.
How do you think Detective Davidson is holding up?
Well, she looks pretty tired to me. It's a tough case.
Sure is.
Sergeant, I need a change of pace. Please send in the gentleman.
Yes, sir. Are you the gentleman?
Thank you for waiting. And you are?
Benjamin Bradford. I'm married to Jan. the bride's cousin, the maid of honor. And I was watching the ball game in the music room at the time of the murder.
Oh, yes. The old watching TV alibi. Did you get that, Sarge?
Yes, sir, playing ball in the music room.
I don't need an alibi. I didn't do it. I was just telling you where I was at.
Yes, of course. And did you know the deceased?
Well, I met him through my wife. We double dated a few times with him and Sharon. Nice enough fellow. A little too charming, if you get my drift.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. They say that he had relationships with all the women. What about your wife?
That was before I knew her.
But you could still be jealous.
Oh, please. I think Dan was more interested in Sharon's money than any woman he ever went out with.
Every time you see me, I think you're imagining me with Jan.
Don't flatter yourself. She's mine now. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what she saw in you.
Don't fret, Ben. Jan is the girl for me. I'm sorry, Sharon is the girl for me. Sharon is the gal for me. She's promised to support me in the manner in which I've always wished to become accustomed. Something like an old love won't get in the way of that.
Love?
Relax, Ben. I'm out of Jan's life for my own good.
So, I don't need to be jealous. I am teamed with my own love, and it's obvious that Dan's teamed with his. Sharon's nest egg. Besides, I'm gonna kill that sleazeball. I'd hit him over the head with a bat. No guns. I don't like guns.
Now look here. I do know a thing or two about you. You once prided yourself as being a tough guy. You used to go into jealous rages.
Well, I've grown up and settled down now.
Settled down on shaky ground being someone's fifth husband.
You mean her last and her best?
Yes, of course. Did you get that, Sarge?
Yes, sir. Her vast breasts.
Okay. But I've got my eye on you. And when you go out, please send in the next guest. I really need a cigarette. Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Carrie Marshall, Sharon's best friend. Well, maybe not her best friend, but her best gopher. I did lots of stuff for her. I was even a stand-in for her wedding dress fittings.
And were you a stand-in on her dates with Dan, too?
Oh, no.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
So then, you were involved with the deceased just like all the other people in the wedding party?
I was never involved with the deceased. Dan never looked at me. He never talked to me. Why, sometimes I'd be sitting in the room with Sharon, and he'd come in and he'd talk to Sharon, and it was like I wasn't even there. He certainly never asked me out.
Well, they said that all the women in the wedding party...
me, and I don't know why. Look at me. I've had other boyfriends. I've even been engaged.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you couldn't get it.
Dan wouldn't give me the time of day. I wasn't visible to him. You know, he was a real creep. And to think he was going to get to stand up there at the altar next to that beautiful dress. The dress I should have been wearing.
I bet that upset you. I bet that made you pretty angry.
Yes. Yes, it did. It made me so mad. But I didn't kill him. Not like that. I would have killed him by ignoring him. I would have made him invisible, the way he made me invisible. I would have disappeared him. But I didn't kill him. I couldn't do a thing like that. Besides, I was cleaning Sharon's shoes at the time of the murder.
I bet you were. Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
You may leave now. Sergeant, how many are left to interview?
Oh, there's the maid of honor, the lady who found the body. I think she's calm enough now to answer your questions. The lady they call Aunt Ruthie, and the bride.
Okay, I really think it's time to take a break. Do you have a cigarette? Oh, and who are you?
Officer Alexander, sir, sent from the headquarters at your service, sir.
Well, we're doing fine without you.
I was told to make myself useful, sir. I'm just following orders.
Okay, fine, fine. Why don't you just search the house?
The whole house, sir? On my own?
Whenever you're ready.
It's a very, very big house, sir.
Well, it's not going to get any smaller while you're standing there.
Where should I start, sir?
Okay, well, I guess the phrase is usually from top to bottom.
I've got it, sir. I'm going to start at the top.
Tell everyone we're going to continue shortly. I'm going out for a break.
There she goes. I am so glad she hasn't interviewed me yet. I'm not ready. What if I say something stupid?
Don't worry. Just tell her the truth about you and Dad. Just get everything out in the open.
What if that makes me look guilty?
Why should it?
I wasn't expecting this to be the most exciting wedding that we've ever attended.
Certainly has its thrills. Who do you think did it?
Are you sure it wasn't you?
You know I was with you.
Oh, right. Well, who do you think did it?
There are so many choices with so many motives.
Oh, juicy.
Juicy?
Now, girls, that was terrible. This is a real murder. Yes, and it's the most exciting thing that's ever happened in our entire lives.
Speculating adds to our fun.
Murder is no fun, especially if it's you.
Or if you were the one to find the body.
Oh, you poor dear. That must have been a bit of an ordeal.
Yes, I feel like Lady Macbeth. I can't get my hands clean.
Well, a good, strong detergent will take care of that. Don't be silly. Your hands are perfectly clean.
No, I can't bear to look at them.
Oh, you have lovely hands. I'd even let you make me dinner.
Dinner? Oh, how awful!
Jeez, the poor dear. But you know, I really wonder who did it. Although it couldn't have happened to a more deserving guy. Now, Alicia, you told me that you had no more such thoughts. I don't, but ooh, sometimes it would make me so mad I could feel my blood boil. How could I have been so stupid?
Where is Anna running off to?
Oh, finding the body must have been a bit of an ordeal.
Oh, I almost forgot. She's the one who found him. Oh, I would just like to forget this whole sordid affair. Weddings and murders and, of course, that fantastic, amazing dress.
Oh, isn't the dress amazing? I've never seen anything so beautiful.
Carrie, are you still going on about that dress? Dan is dead. Get that into that one-track mind of yours. There's been a horrible murder.
What do you expect me to do about it?
Have some compassion, some understanding for the feelings of others?
Dan, now remember that most everybody here may have a reason to, let us say, dislike Dan some of the time.
Aunt Ruthie, you put it so delicately.
Please move into the other sitting room. Everyone, please. Before you all leave, though, I want to speak with the young lady who found the body. Is she here?
We'll find her and send her in.
Everyone has a useless alibi, and I need a cigarette. Oh, hello. I hope you've recovered enough to speak with us now.
Yes, I think so.
Your name?
Anna Moreno. And oh, I feel so guilty.
So, you ready to confess to the murder? Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. Guilty.
Oh, no, not that. Don't tell Sharon, but it was Carrie and I who stole the dress. It was just a prank.
You're responsible for the disappearance of the dress?
Yes, I was angry at Sharon for buying a groom, and at Dan for picking her over me for any reason at all. How can you marry that woman? If she thinks at all, it's about two things: how she looks and what she and her money can acquire.
So now she's acquired me. What's it to you? There's nothing between us anymore.
It makes me feel as if the time we spent together was just a waste of time. I once had some respect for you.
Some smidgen of respect? Your better than thou attitude always did rankle.
I just like to use my brain. You have a brain, but you fritter away your potential.
I use whatever gets me what I want. Got me you, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So now you're jealous?
Jealous? No. Disappointed. Disappointed in me and in you for not seeing how shallow you are.
Don't start. If you could have fixed me, you mean.
I might have loved you.
But you didn't kill him? You just found the body?
That's right. And it was a terrible shock.
And I suppose you were off with some chore about putting all the wedding presents in a nice display at the time he was killed?
As a matter of fact, I was.
Fine. Fine. As you go out, please send in the bride. Smoking's bad for me. Okay, I know it, but...
You cannot believe that I did it. Why would I kill my groom and ruin my wedding? Are you crazy? Then I'd never be able to wear my dress.
Hold on, I haven't accused you of anything yet. You just tell me where you were when the groom was murdered.
Well, tomorrow was to be a very, very big day. And then Aunt Ruthie came, and then the dress wasn't there. And then we called you. And then I went upstairs to take a nap.
Right. And you were alone until we came?
Of course.
That's all I wanted to know. Please send in Aunt Ruthie.
Aunt Ruthie, they want you in there, darling.
Do they all refer to you as Aunt Ruthie?
Miss Ruth R. Roman, everybody's auntie. How may I help you?
Do you know the deceased?
Charming scoundrel. Oh, try to sweet talk me.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. Quick stock thee.
How's my best gal tonight?
If I was your best girl, I'd be 50 years younger, or you'd be 50 years older. No,
Yes. Yes.
And I'd be your only girl.
Now, Aunt Ruthie, a man needs a little variety to spice up his life.
Don't you even think of variety once you're married to my Shannon.
Fear not. Marriage will make a new man of me. Cross my fingers. My heart. I'm not acting like a fool.
Oh, if you were a fool, you'd never make it to the altar. I'd strangle you with my own hands.
So you were, shall we say, not very trusting of the groom?
As far as I could throw him.
And where were you when the murder occurred?
Oh, yes. In the ballroom, whirling in front of the mirrors, recapturing my youth.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. My lost youth.
Sergeant, will you escort Aunt Ruthie out, please? And bring in Jan Bradley when you come back.
Yes, sir.
There's got to be a cigarette around here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Please state your name.
Jan Bradley.
And?
Oh, I'm the bride's cousin, the maid of honor, and Ben is my husband. I think you already know that.
Yes, your fifth husband.
So what?
Well, I understand that you and had an intimate relationship with the deceased.
I did. We all did. Dan got around, and he got around to me.
Got around. Did you get that, Sarge?
Yep.
Jan, I can feel the difference. This is the real McCoy. I really, 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 really love you.
Oh, really?
You know I love you. You know I do.
Really?
You don't take me seriously.
How can I?
We're made for each other. You've had lots of lovers, and I've had lots of lovers.
I've had lots of husbands. There's a difference.
Yes, you marry and marry and marry and marry.
Serial monogamy. I'm looking for Mr. Right. And we all know what you're looking for.
I'm offended. I've been searching too. And now we found each other. Marry me. I'm your Mr. Right.
A womanizer like you?
That was before I met you. I really, 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 really love you.
I really think you left out a really.
Don't be mean. You know you love me. You know you do.
Oh, really?
You married those other men. You really love me.
Maybe I do and maybe I don't, but marriage to you...
We'll make a go of it. We'll make it work. We'll live on love. Our love will triumph.
Where did you get those stupid cliches? From some trashy romance novel?
I'm just trying to show you how sincere I am. Don't you believe in love?
Oh, yes, I believe in love with someone who doesn't go chasing every new skirt in town.
You don't trust me.
Oh, you finally get it.
If you don't marry me, I'll do something drastic.
Like what? Jump off a cliff?
No, much worse. Marry Sharon and her money.
Oh, it's just as I figured. You don't really love me. You're just using me as an excuse to do what you wanted to do all along.
That's not true. I'm just saying if you won't have me, doesn't matter what I do with my life.
Well, there are other alternatives.
Like what?
Death. Death by insincerity. Death by loneliness. Death by losing me.
And where were you when Dan died?
Wandering around the house trying to find if Sharon had directed us to the wrong room to view the dress.
The dress. The dress. Sergeant, you get that?
Yes, sir. The dress. Oh, what a mess.
Okay, please wait with the others.
Sir, if I may, I've been listening very intently and taking scrupulous notes, and I know, without a doubt, who the murderer is.
What?
Sir, if I may, we have a veritable Agatha Christie on our hands.
What are you talking about?
Murder on the Orient Express. They all did it. They all had something against them, except maybe the bride, and she was determined to wear that dress of hers, and she has no use for a dead groom, so they all did it. They were all responsible.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Evidence. Where's the evidence?
Oh, indeed, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you'll just bring everyone in, we'll go over the events one more time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can't believe we have to do this again. Why do they keep going back and forth? Honest to God. In and out, in and out. I don't know, it's so ridiculous.
Okay, we're just going to straighten out a few things here.
Well, if it'll help get us out of here any sooner, I'll tell you who I think the murderer is. It's Anna. She's finding the body. Ha! She's just using that as an excuse.
How can you say that? I'm still in shock.
I'd be in shock too if I just killed someone.
Please, Alyssa, and wasn't it you who threatened Dan after the two of you broke up?
I didn't threaten him. I merely said the world would be a much nicer place if he were no longer living in it.
Jan, you and Ben don't look so innocent either. Ben always acted so jealous every time Dan went near you. He looked like he was getting close to a real act of violence, and you seemed to encourage it.
I did no such thing.
I wouldn't lower myself to dirty my hands on that lowlife.
More likely, it's the two of you who are the suspects with all your stupid, crazy pranks. This is probably one that turned fatal.
Nonsense. We lost all interest in Dan when he lost all his energy and his ability to enjoy our brand of real fun. But Carrie and Ann never even dated him. They would be the angriest. I bet one of them is the murderer.
You just don't know. Dan and I were a couple until we weren't.
In your dreams.
Well, it was like a dream. It was our romantic secret. And then it ended.
Why was I the only one he shunned? He was a horrible man. I'm glad I stole the dress. I'm glad I disrupted the wedding.
accusations are getting us nowhere. Forensics will soon have the results from the murder weapon, and we will be fingerprinting you all in due time.
You mean we have to get that dirty stuff all over our hands? How disgusting. I do hate getting dirty.
We'll be setting up in the other room, and we're going to take you in one by one.
Remember, sir, you told me to search the whole house.
Yes, officer.
I found a note, sir.
Where?
Oh, in the murder room.
Stuffed in the bosom of a teeny tiny bride doll's dress, sir.
A bride's dress again? A doll's dress, no less?
Yes, sir.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir, no less than $1.
Sharon, meet me in the playroom at 1:30. I have something amazing to show you. Signed, Dan.
1:30? Wasn't that the time of the murder?
Did you go to meet him?
Well, of course I did. He said he had something absolutely amazing to show me, so I knew he must mean my dress.
Sergeant, did you get that?
Yes, sir. The mean dress.
If you lied about seeing him, then what else did you lie about?
Nothing. Nothing.
You were the last one to see him. Did you kill him?
No. Oh, no. Oh, the mean things he said to me. Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what?
My dress. Oh, my dress.
Okay, I found it in the closet over there.
Oh, Dan, I knew you would be my hero. Dan.
I'm sorry, Sharon, but I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm afraid that's the last thing I ever do for you.
What? But we're getting married tomorrow. I'm wearing my dress.
Dress, 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 dress. That's all I ever hear about. It's probably all I'll ever hear about throughout our years of marriage. How do I look? No. How does my dress fit? No, you can't go out alone. You need to accompany me. I'm sorry. I can't marry you, even if you give me all your money.
You're telling me you won't marry me? You won't let me wear my dress?
I'm sorry. I thought I could go through with it, but I realize all I want your money for is to spend on other women. No, I'll never marry anyone.
You've got that right. This dangerous woman.
No.
We'll see.
Let's talk about it. Wait, maybe
that.
we should reconsider it a little
We'll
bit.
see. How could you do this to me? My dreams are shattered. Now I'll never be able to wear my dress.